Samsung just dropped the Galaxy Watch 8 lineup, and Google's gearing up to launch the Pixel Watch 4 next month. But here's where things get interesting. Samsung's brought back a classic Wear OS watch, the Galaxy Watch 8 Classic. This time, it's rocking a slightly different vibe. A squircle case, yes, square plus circle, paired with the same circular screen and that so satisfying rotating bezel we all love. It's a mix of vintage charm and modern tweaks, and not all classic fans are thrilled about the changes. Meanwhile, Google's Pixel Watch has always leaned modern and sleek. So, could Samsung's bold design push more buyers toward Google's camp? Let's break down how these two heavy hitters stack up. Samsung and Google have nailed their own distinct smartwatch looks. Google's Pixel Watch goes for that water drop style. The glass just melts right into the case. Samsung, on the other hand, is keeping its cushion shape, a squircle case with a round display on top. Both look unique, so it really comes down to personal taste. Rumor mill says Google's keeping the same design for the Pixel Watch 4, but with slimmer bezels. There's a catch though. It might be thicker than last year's model, jumping to over 14mm compared to Samsung's leaner 10.6mm. Samsung still has that rotating bezel for navigating without smudging the screen, which is a small joy in everyday use. But here's the kicker: size options. Google's giving us choices, likely 41mm and 45mm, while Samsung's Classic is only available in a chunky 46mm. Display-wise, Samsung's 1.34-inch Super AMOLED pushes 3000 nits of brightness. Google's bigger 45mm Pixel Watch 4 could pack a 1.43-inch screen, while the smaller version might have 1.27 inches, both AMOLED with at least 2000 nits brightness and a smooth 60Hz refresh rate. Samsung's Watch 8 Classic is running last year's Exynos W1000 chip with 2GB RAM and a beefy 64GB storage bump, double what most watches offer. Google might finally bring a new Qualcomm Snapdragon E5 Gen 2 chip to the Pixel Watch 4, faster, more efficient, and maybe even AI-powered. Expect the usual 2GB RAM and 32GB storage unless Google surprises us. Battery life. The Watch 8 Classic packs 445 mAh, good for a day or two depending on your usage. Pixel Watch 4 will likely stick to 306 for small and 420 mAh for bigger variant, but Wear OS 6 plus the new chip could stretch that a bit. Samsung's Watch 8 Classic comes with Wear OS 6, Galaxy Eye, Gemini Assistant, and Samsung Health baked in. It's got a souped-up bioactive sensor for heart rate, ECG, temperature, antioxidant tracking, and even a custom running coach. Google's Pixel Watch 4 should ship with Wear OS 6 and Gemini 2, plus the Pixel-only Material 3 redesign. Expect all the usual health goodies, plus new fitness tricks like workout building and expanded activity tracking. If you want something tried and true right now, the Galaxy Watch 8 Classic is a safe bet. It's here, it's polished, and it's got that tactile rotating bezel that no other Wear OS watch has. But if you can wait, the Pixel Watch 4 could be a real leap forward. Slimmer bezels, possibly a game-changing chip, and that clean Google design. So, are you team squircle bezel nostalgia or team sleek water drop future? Drop your take in the comments. I'm curious which camp you're in.